A very good morning to you and welcome to a very, very exciting edition of our Google Hangouts, because today we're hanging out with the winner of South African Idols, the 10th season winner, Vincent Bones. Welcome to our Hangouts.
Thank you so much, man.
So how are you doing? How are you feeling? What's happening?
I think it's still sinking in, man. I'm starting to get it slowly. I think I woke up this morning and I realized Idols is finished and I just won. And it's still sinking in, but it's really good to be here. I mean, it's every singer's dream to be where I am, so I'm really grateful to the fans and the people that have supported me.
Let's do this. This is what's also keeping him going at the moment.
Because I need it. After last night, I really needed it. It was a very long night.
Very long night, and lots of interviews and lots of press. And you've done how many interviews this morning?
I've done, I don't know, but it must have been over 10.
Over 10.
Yeah.
It's just alone, but we're going to make this one the one that counts.
Yes, let's make it count.
Okay, Bernice, are you there with us?
Yes, I am.
Say hello to your South African Idols winner.
Oh,
I believe.
Hi. Congratulations, and I'm really happy to finally meet you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. The first question I have is, let's just take it back to the very first audition when you first met the judges. What motivated you to actually, go to the audition, and when you got there and you saw all those people there, like what kept you going and what was going through your mind when they gave you the golden ticket?
Yeah, what made me go there in the first place, I was stubborn for 2 years. My wife forced me to go simply because I knew that that's the biggest platform in South Africa. So it's scary. Any other person knows that Idols is not child's play. You need to, you be ready to be criticized. You need to be ready to be broken down, because it's not easy. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, they're gonna tell you the truth, and it's gonna hurt you. So I'm a very reserved type of guy. So I didn't like the idea of somebody criticizing me. But I finally took the courage and I went. I mean, I was last in Durban. I was the last person in line for the day, because I came right last and everybody else slept there, sort of situation. So I was there. I thought about a couple of times to turn back and go home because I was standing in last, and and the line was so long. I thought, there's no way that I'm gonna make it through so many people. But I stood there and then I made it through, and then obviously the golden ticket. I was surprised I went through, because you hang around people in Durban and they like singing and jamming, and there was great talent there. People like there's some people that I thought, okay, this guy, I might as well just go home. But Destiny had something else in mind.
And you were literally the last man standing.
I was the last person in Durban.
Last man in Durban, last man in the competition.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
Your wife must be over the moon.
She's happy.
She believed in you right from the beginning.
I think she was more amped than me, because I was like nervous most of the time. She was the one that was excited, and it's almost like she was going through. I was like, do you think I'm gonna go through? She was like, yeah, we're going through. It was about her. So.
Awesome. Okay, Bernice, got another question for Vincent?
Yes, throughout the competition, we've seen that you're such a positive person, and you're also quite confident. But if you can just share with us where all your positivity stems from, what else has inspired you throughout your journey?
I think to answer that question, I'm a type of person, I don't believe in negativity at all. I always tend to find positive things, even in the toughest situations. I've always been like that. It's probably I blame that probably on my experiences. I never ever see negative things out of a situation. I always try and see if I can get positive even out of people. Even if somebody, I always try and look for the positive side, and then speak or comment that person on their positive instead of looking on their negative. So it's like something that's in my nature. So that kept me going, because like inside, every time if I get discouraged or if something that just pops up, and then I forget about it quickly, like, no, everything's gonna work out. Even if it doesn't work out my way, it's still gonna work out. So that's my attitude for life. That's
very
just
nice. Michelle Sipilile, are you there with us?
Yes, we are.
Hi, welcome to it. You want to fire away, go ask your question to Vincent, your South African Idols winner.
Sure.
I just have to emphasize it.
No.
The title.
It's sinking in, man. It's like you're helping it to sink in, but I'll get it.
Go for it, Michelle.
Okay. I just wanted to ask Vincent. Do you know what you're gonna do with some of the money?
I've got an idea. For me, the first thing I'm gonna invest it in property because I believe I need to. I've been, like everybody's, I've been renting and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I need to get a place of my own. So that's the first thing that's in my mind.
Okay. A big fat mansion in the burbs, or
not really. I'm not a big fan of like a big house. Just enough.
Okay.
Just enough. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Bernice, another question from you.
Yes, now, throughout the contest, you've actually been quite a crowd favorite, and some of the contestants, sometimes felt intimidated by that. If you could just share your thoughts on us, if you could just share your thoughts with us about that as well.
Yeah, because I want to talk about last night when Proverbs stood up on stage and he said, "Who's here for Bongi?" and people went mad, and then he said, "Who's here for Vincent?" and everyone went, they went mad, they went.
Yo, the funny thing about last night is that I had in-ears on and I didn't hear anything that you guys had. So for me, when I came up, because for me it's almost like people were quiet from the first place. I didn't hear any of it. When it comes to me being the crowd favorite, the contestants, all of them will probably tell you, I've always, even if I see people screaming, I'll always try and make them feel better because I know how it feels to. I wouldn't like the next person to be intimidated. So I'm not that type of person. I try and speak to them, say, guys, don't worry, man. They just, they're gonna scream for you as soon as you get on stage. I'll try and encourage them because I don't like, I don't like making people feel small. It's not in my nature at all.
Stephen, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm there. I'm here, Jason.
Okay, go for it. You can ask your question.
Congratulations.
How's it, man?
Great, man.
Thanks.
So, at what stage of the competition did you feel like you were going all the way?
To be honest, man, I think only at top 3. But before then, it was possible that anybody could go home every week. So there was no way that I could be sure. Even though people, I mean, you saw that with Musa as well. Because for me, Musa had, people screaming, man. They were like making state theater, go crazy. But after that, I realized that, nobody's really safe. You just need to do what you do best and then hope that, people will keep you, will keep voting for you. So for me, every week was just, I was like going through, like, let's cross this bridge. If I make it, at least I'm going to do my best. So I was never sure until I was left with 2 girls. And even still, there was 2 girls against 1 guy. So I thought, what's my chances?
Michelle and Sipilile, back to you guys.
Sure. Hey, Vincent, congrats on winning. I want to find out, what were the pressures and challenges like during the competition leading up to you winning the title?
Okay, the challenge is that the competition itself is very tough, I must say, because it's not. It looks easy, but the process that you go through is very tough. To learn sometimes 3 songs, limited time. You don't have a month. You don't have you don't listen to the song the whole year, and then you have literally a day or 2 to learn a couple of songs. And we went to London. On our way to London in a flight, I was learning 3 songs. On the flight, some people are sleeping. I'm busy learning lyrics, so it was not. It's not an easy process. You need to have a heart. You need to be persistent. Otherwise, people give up along the way because it's hard. It's like everything else in life. It's hard work. That's what it is.
It is, but hard work pays off, and it will pay off.
Yeah, hard work. Everything in life is hard work, so there's no running away from it.
Your story as well resonated with so many South Africans, or it touched so many South Africans as well, because you come from a very difficult circumstances, and this is where you are now. So it's a story that is. I think you should start writing a biography as well.
Yeah, man. I think every time I tell my story, I feel like it's almost like I have to ask this person, do you have an hour so I can explain? Because everybody's got different experiences. But for me personally, I shared my story for one purpose, and I said it last night. It's for if my story can change. You don't necessarily have to have the same background, but if it can touch you in some way, for you to look at life in a positive way. For me, that's way more than any amount of money that anybody can give you. If somebody's life is touched and they can see life from a different view. That's all for me.
You see, there's the quote, the winning quote. Bernice, let's go back to you.
Yes. What I want to know is, right, if you had to choose one contestant to collaborate with from the top 11, who would that be?
In the top 11,
Yeah.
I would have to start with the top 2. I'd give Bongi the first preference because she's very talented. She knows what she's doing, and I wouldn't mind working with her because she understands, and we blend well. That's what I believe, we blend well. So I'll say Bongi and Roxy. I like Roxy's voice, and she's got a nice vibe about herself. She's a nice person. We all love Roxy, so I'd go with Bongi and Roxy.
Well, I mean, I must commend you and Bongi on that performance last night because it was incredible. Your voices.
We enjoyed that.
I was like, Ariana who? Ariana who? Yeah. No, she can step aside. We will take Bongi and Vincent any day. So we look forward to that. Maybe that's something.
We enjoyed that performance.
Okay, let's go back to Stephen. One more question from you before we wrap up.
All right, so you're going to be hitting the studio and you're going to do like a full-length album. What sort of sound direction are you going to take?
What you can expect, like for me, I believe in staying true. I'm from South Africa. I've got soul. You can expect something that has South African elements or African elements that has soul in it. That comes from my heart. That's the best way I can put it, man. I don't know anything else. I can only give you, something that relates to people's hearts. That is all I can give you.
Are you writing your own music?
I'm writing some of it, but depending on whatever that's gonna come on. But that's the direction I'm taking, and even the single is a good example. It's a perfect song for me in the direction. And obviously, I can tempo-wise, for me, it's not an issue to do like a house song or whatever. But as long as there's that soul element in it, I'm fine.
As long as we get that emotion,
Yeah.
You know those pictures. You've seen those pictures of yourself performing. Hey,
over that.
Come, let's see.
I don't know. It's something that I think it's how you grew up, man. Like I grew up listening to a lot of love songs, so it's something that's in my heart, man. It's that's just me. I can't change.
Okay, cool. Well, our very own Miguel over here. Okay, and Ringo, maybe a little work with Ringo as well.
I would love that, man. That guy is like a role model. I loved Ringo ever since because he was one of the best examples I could look up to in South Africa. So for him to work with him, it'll be an honor. That's for sure.
Cool. Michelle and Sipilile, let's go back to you guys.
Sure, you can go. Okay, what advice would you give future contestants?
Okay, future contestants, the first thing I can say is that make the step, stop following, because sometimes people will discourage you and tell you that, no, this is not for you. You need to decide for yourself what's for you and take the first step and audition. Because that's the only way you're gonna find out, how far you can go. And the next thing is believe in yourself, believe in what you have. Because sometimes what holds us back, like for me, what I feel I could have done better, because the confidence part is important, especially on Idols, because it works. It either works for you or against you if you're not confident. If you understand what I mean. So take the first step and just be confident about it. And, just enjoy the journey.
Bernice, another question from you, just to wrap it up.
Yes, what I want to know is when it came to the judges, right? Was there any piece of advice that you didn't agree with? And on the other side, is there one piece of advice that you'll keep?
Okay. Yes. In fact, both of them are from the same person, and I believe it came from a good heart. It's from Rendell. The one that I didn't really believe in. I had to. I think he put it out there as a challenge to see if how was I going to take it, or was I going to stress about it or learn from it. He wondered how am I going to sustain my soul on so much soul on one CD. I took it and I understood, because most people that know me, I've been singing like this for years. I can sing 20 songs this way. I'll still be fine. So we are all different. So I understand that he didn't know me then. And the best piece of advice was from the same person. actually in Sun City, he said that he came into my rehearsal and he said he said to me, you know what? It's before I did the Dawn song for the last performance before Top 60. He said, what makes a good singer is not people that rush through the verse and then want to sing the chorus where everybody's singing. What makes a good singer is if the first 2 lines you sing, people must be sold out. That's what makes a good singer, not somebody that waits for the chorus.
Nice. Well, we look forward to seeing a lot more of that from you in the future.
You so much.
It's going to be really, really interesting. Let me ask you this question. If you were on the judging panel and you could judge Randall's performance last night, what would you say?
I think, you know...
give it to us in a Randall tone. No smiles.
No smiles. I don't even know how to be serious. Randall is always serious and stuff. I think Mr. A did well, man. For somebody that's always quiet and serious. He did very well. You know, he surprised a lot of people with playing bass and singing. I think he got that Elvis thing checked out. I really liked his performance last night.
Okay, that's a very diplomatic answer. We like that. Cool. Okay, well, Vincent, how do we follow you on the social networks? Just where you are, what you're up to, and all of that.
Okay. You can follow me on my my Twitter handle is at VincentBones1. My Facebook on the Idols SA Vincent Bones. That you can follow me and check out what's happening, and I'm on Instagram as well as Vincent Bones. So Vincent, what do you call it? Is that a slash? Like Vincent underscore. So Vincent underscore Bones.
Okay,
that's my Instagram.
So you'll take pictures behind the scenes of your music videos, of your gigs.
In fact, I'm going to upload a lot of them. I've got a lot of them I'm going to upload very soon.
Very nice. We look forward to looking at watching all of that. And don't forget, you can go and watch Vincent's music video on the official website. It is www.mnet.co.za/idolssa. All his highlights and all the news, pictures, galleries, it's all there. It's been an incredible season.
Thank you so much. It's been an incredible journey. I mean, I didn't even see myself being here, but it's been a blessing so far. And, you know, thanks to the people, man. They made it possible, so I cannot take the credit.
Almost half of our population voted. Voted, but you know the numbers.
Yeah, I just sang, and people, you know, it proves that all you need to do is do something that you love out of your heart, and then people will know whether it's genuine or not. So.
And who knows? Maybe we'll see you accepting a star, man.
Yeah, looking forward to that. That would be lovely. Looking forward to that as well.
All the best, Vincent. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching our Google Hangouts. Brought to you by Telkom and Mnet and Mzansi Magic. It's been awesome. And don't forget, you can catch all the latest news as well on dstv.com. We'll catch you very, very soon. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes, Vincent.
Thank you.
Cool, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies.